All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting matchup of Echo Arena presented by VRML. This is a really exciting one we have now between Illuminaughty and Ignite coming into this one. And before I get into my whole spiel about what's going on with the standings and the finals in the caster booth, again, myself, SirDimwi, joined by RealityCheckVR and Palidore again on the cameras. How you feeling, Reality Check?
Feeling great, feeling awesome. We just got done seeing some amazing matches here tonight, so can't wait to see what this one has in store for us.
And so just to excuse me, sorry, just to inform everybody of what the current situation is with these standings and how this will all kind of flow into the final small. We do have some preliminary information I can't give to you now. It's possible I'm a little bit off by a smidge on some of this because there is some inference I have to do. But I do have it all scripted out here, so I'll just go ahead and read through that now. So places 1, 2, and 3 are likely to stay as they currently are, even if Illuminaughty loses their next game, and that is Synapse in first, Joker in second, Illuminaughty in third. That should stay the same. Illuminaughty should have their place secured there in third place. Even if they do fall, they would only fall to fourth, but I do not expect them to fall at all, no matter what happens tonight. Now, moving on. After Kang's loss earlier, they do still remain in the number 4 slot, but Orbit is right on their tails, and a win over Flare later could push them up. However, if Ignite wins both of their games tonight, they could take the spot over both Kang and Orbit. However, again, if both Orbit and Ignite win all their games tonight, Ignite has 2, Orbit has 1 in a little bit. This is one of Ignite's games now. All I can say is shrug, because I can't really be certain of how that would play out. But for Kang, it boils down to this. For Kang to keep their slot, both Ignite and Orbit have to lose one game each tonight. Orbit has to lose their only game. Ignite has to lose one game. So if either of these teams win, Kang probably lose their fourth place spot. So in the end, this all comes down. It is a sprint to the finish between Kang, Orbit, and Ignite for that 4th place spot. And now to the game at hand, we've got Illuminaughty here in orange coming in 7-2, Ignite in blue 6-3. Both incredibly capable teams. Both teams I know a lot of. I've seen around a lot, played with them a lot, and really excited to see how this one pans out here, as this is a must-win situation for Ignite.
Yeah, and you said it yourself there. I mean, what great insight you have. I'm really appreciative to be able to hear that myself. Both of these teams are full of veteran players, people who have been playing the game for years now at this point in time. So they have a lot of experience. So definitely, it's going to be a great match to see how it goes. And of course, just the whole community, getting involved in this, and all the competition has made these players even better than they were when they started. So it's amazing to see how much they've grown just in the past few weeks. And here we go, getting started.
All right, so we do have the initial joust here going off in this game between Illuminaughty and Ignite. Very excited to see this head off. And we do have the joust now as Illuminaughty picks that one up cleanly with Speedy V here moving in. He does take his time. He's not under much pressure. Gets passed off to Suburban. Suburban going cross pass, maybe looking for QL, but doesn't connect on it. So now VTS King picks that one up, dumps it down all the way into the orange end. And we will see, looks like Ignite trying to pick that one up. They do finally connect with it. And they do get that big 3 right off the bat there. 22 seconds in, up 3-0.
Yeah, and that's actually very surprising. Illuminaughty was doing so well on defense in their last matchup. It seems like they did not have or they just were not expecting to have Ignite come down there so quickly.
Yeah, what a big win there on the joust by I believe that was Illuminaughty, but then Ignite able to turn that one around real quick. So now we got QL in the left tube there, going cross pass to Suburban. Suburban under pressure there by Duel, does get that pass off to Ender as he comes in on the goal, and what a goal there, 2-on-1 with the goalie, as he did have a friendly there with him to help distract to put that one in for 2.
Yeah, it looked like VTS King was just missing his block there, so he unfortunately didn't have anything to hold on to stop his momentum from actually being able to go back and block that goal. So here we go, close match.
So now that we do have a joust advantage here to Ignite, taken by VTS King. Getting the pass off to Duel in the left tube there, back pass to VTS. VTS now going deep, looking for far, but doesn't connect on it. Slap out right into the hands of Duel, who sends it down towards that bubble, but it does ricochet off the nest there. Now picked up by Far. Far stunned out. disc is loose. A little battle for it. Wolf does pick it up and puts it in. 4-2. What a goal.
Yeah, that half-second delay while he decided, should I throw it in the front or should I, throw it off the backboard? And there he goes, throwing it off the backboard. It is very hard to defend against that, especially when it's that split-second decision like that.
And so now Illuminaughty with the joust advantage as they come out here down by 3 with 8 minutes remaining. We have Speedy V with the disc, goes right to, right block, whatever it's called. I already forgot the name of it. Over to QL Young. QL going off the ceiling, looking for Ender deep there. Doesn't quite connect on it. Now far with the disc, under pressure, does get stunned out, but gets that pass off to VTS. VTS now dumping that one down into the orange zone, all the way down to the orange bubble. We do have a kind of a slow race here. It looked like, ooh, and what a pickup by far there to be able to put that one in for 2.
Yeah, it's incredible. Ignite, no doubt, has been watching the stream before. They're paying attention to what's going on here, and they know exactly what they need to do to get the points on the board, and they're doing it very, very well right now. 7 minutes into the match, and they've already got 7 points on the board. Sorry, 3 minutes into the match, 7 minutes to go.
And so now Illuminaughty, again with the joust advantage, Speedy V here, slowing it down a little bit, getting the cross pass to QL in that left tube area. QL going to center to Suburban Legend. Burbs now moving through the right tube, does have a man, actually no, not under any pressure as he moves into the blue zone. Coming in on the bubble there, gets a cross pass, cutting pass to Speedy, who does bring that one in for the 2 to bring it within 3 with just under 7 going.
Yeah, they had full control of that entire offensive possession right there. I mean, entirely. They had 2 guys going on the goal at once there, so even if they did have a defender waiting for them, they were completely prepared for it.
And Boop in chat asking who is casting I am SirDimwi. We do have RealityCheckVR on the co-casting table, and Palidore is running cameras at the moment. So now we got the pass out to Wolf in that left tube. Wolf going deep, looking for far, doesn't connect on it, but doesn't quite pick it up on the ceiling. Slapped down by Ender into the hands of Duel, who's able to put that one in for 2. What a job there by Duel to put that one in.
As always, position is key, and he was in the right position at the right time. He's made sure to create that opportunity that he had right there.
And so now Illuminaughty, again with joust advantage, down by 5 here with 6 remaining in this game 1. Coming out the tube, Speedy V going quick pass to QL in that left tube, moving through, looking for that pass the stacks to Ender there. Ender now has a man moving in. Suburban gets across pass to Burbs, as Burb does have a man coming in on him hot, but he gets that back pass all the way down to Speedy, who's going to get it now down to, who is that? QL Young. QL Young looking to the ceiling to Ender. Ender does have an open goal as VTS comes out and gets challenged by Suburban Legend, who stuns him out, leaves that goal open. Good for 3. Bring it within 2.
Yeah, I believe there must have been some miscommunication with Ignite right there, because the players were certainly not in the right position to be defending a goal, especially for the 3s. I mean, they had nobody there.
So now Ignite with the joust advantage. VTS can go in quick pass to that right tube to Duel. Quick pass back to VTS. VTS now feeding it to Wolf in the left tube there. Wolf looking for far. Now with a man trailing, goes the back pass to Wolf to make some space for himself. Gets stunned out on that left pole. Now Wolf able to walk all the way into the bubble. Now on the left pole himself. Goes to the back pass to far behind the goal with the goalie stunned out. Good for 2. Up by 4.
Wow, Ignite certainly knows how to respond under pressure. They had a lot of things going their way right there, and of course the stun at the end, especially with him hiding in the background, they had full control.
So Illuminaughty now again with the joust advantage. Speedy V going quick pass to the right tube to Suburban Legend, does connect with it. Burbs going to QL Young in the center area there. QL trying to look for the pass up to Ender on the ceiling. Gets stunned out, but picked up by Speedy. Does get it up to Ender. Ender now stunned out. VTS King going to come out, grab that disc, send it back down into the Illuminaughty zone. Bounces down. A fortunate bounce for Wolf to pick up, but oh man, goes off the backboard, dings it off of the side of that goal. Comes back out, now picked up by Speedy. He's going to clear it back down into the Ignite zone.
I feel like that's one of the first missed goals that we've actually seen so far in this game. And right there it goes to show you cannot miss goals. I mean, the moment Wolf missed that shot, we, of course, within just 10 seconds had a goal going the other way. So it's so quick how the game can turn around. You really have to make sure to take advantage of those wide open goals, especially when the defenders aren't anywhere near.
Speedy V doing a great job of capitalizing on that clear opportunity. So now it's taken by VTS King. VTS goes up the ceiling real quick, probably expecting that quick stack, but it doesn't come. So he gets that pass all the way down to Wolf. Wolf and Farr moving in 2-on-1 on the goalie, and Farr gets that in. Goalie comes out to challenge, but not quick enough. Good for 2.
Yeah, that was a beautiful scoop shot right there. He just threw it right in the center of the goal from underneath. It was a little over the shoulder is kind of what it looked like from my perspective.
Yeah, great shot there by Farr as he came in, pulls that goalie out and gets that in nonetheless. So now Illuminaughty again with the Joust advantage. Speedy looking for that left tube. Errant pass. QL not able to grab it, but Speedy is able to pick up his own rebound. So now up to Burbs. Burbs dumping it in, but VTS there to grab that one, send it back down into the Illuminaughty zone. It will be a race. It looks like Illuminaughty is there first, not without pressure, but they do get clear attempt, not all the way out now. Sitting in mid, Wolf now picking that clear attempt up, getting the pass over to VTS. VTS back pass to Wolf. Wolf going back again, a little give and go between these two, but doesn't connect on a VTS there. Now picked up by Farr. Farr going looking for a quick pass to Wolf. Does connect with it. Wolf is able to pick it up, but then I believe it went off of somebody's head, and Ander just slaps that one back down into the blue zone, as we will have a slow race to pick this one up.
Yeah, it's great to see the teamwork that they're having right now. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for them right there. All that passing ended up not coming out with the score. And of course, we had another wide open shot here for, looks like, Ignite got scored on, of course. So yeah, Ignite needed to make sure to take advantage of that next time. And although I do say all the time you need to take advantage of possession, it's not that easy to do. No doubt these guys are having their work cut out for them.
And of course, Speedy's name does check out. That is the second one he was able to get from getting down there quick on that cleared attempt. And so we saw the pass out to the left tube there. Doesn't quite connect on it. So now it's picked up by Wolf. Wolf going for the empty net. Doesn't connect. Dings off the side post there. But now Duel is able to grab that one out of the air. Going looking for Farr. Does connect with Farr. Farr does have Wolf sitting on that frame, but is intercepted by Speedy. What interception by Speedy. VTS able to pick up on that clear. Wolf getting that pass, but Speedy knocking him out. QO now dumping that one back into the blue zone. We will have a race. This will be quick, but it looks like Farr is able to get there first, with stunned out by Burbs, but then VTS with the quick hands able to pop that one out of the zone.
Illuminaughty showing once again that they are phenomenal when it comes to playing that defense, able to get that disc out of there almost instantaneously. And of course, now we have the disc going back onto Illuminaughty's side. Let's see how quickly they can get it back into the other area. Offense is where they're the most strongest.
Errant clear attempt picked up by VTS, who gets it back to Wolf there. Wolf now looking at Farr on the far side. That was Duel, not Farr. Duel passing up to Farr, who does get it in on the goalie, who is prepared for it, but just unable to make that stop. What a shot there by Farr to get that one in for 2, to keep that lead, pushing it up to 3 with just under a minute.
Yeah, that was key. I mean, now we are 3 points ahead. That was exactly what they needed coming into the end of the match here with 30 seconds left. They only have to worry about just basically tying the match at this point. So I'm sure they're feeling pretty comfortable, but here we go. Let's see what they can do.
So Illuminaughty now with 30 seconds, a 3-point deficit in the favor of Ignite. Getting the pass up to Ender. Ender trying the Angel, but gets stunned out anyways. And now Duel with the disc, just dumping that one back into the Illuminaughty zone, hoping to burn some time here as Illuminaughty does get back to it. But with only 10 seconds left, this is going to be a hill to climb for them, as that clear doesn't go out, but then picked up by Ender. Ender trying to get it back out, but Wolf intercepts that clear attempt, and it will be game 1 to Ignite here in a must-win situation for these guys. What a big win for Ignite in this game 1.
Yeah, wow. I mean, Illuminaughty certainly had their work cut out for them. That entire game, they were kind of fighting from behind, but they did a great job of actually getting very, very close there. Unfortunately for them, they didn't come out with the W. But we've got 2 more matches up ahead of us, so we're not lost just yet.
What a game by both of these teams. Coming down within 1 goal. So that does suggest we are going to have an exciting 3-round game here. Looking at the team stats, Farr picking up 8 points, Wolf 5, Duel 2. Unfortunately, no saves over on the Ignite side, but doesn't look like they really needed them to get that win. And then over on Illuminaughty, Speedy picking up 7 points, Ender picking up 5, and then a save apiece to QL Young and Suburban Legend.
Yeah, no, like you said it there, you didn't have to worry about saving it too much, but they didn't have the disc on their side as often as the other team did. So Illuminaughty certainly was playing defense most of the time there. I do say that they are stronger on offense. Not to say that they're weak on defense by any means. It just goes to show that if they're not there shooting enough, if they're not having that possession or those attempts, they're not going to have that score. And as we saw there, they didn't come out with the W. So something they need to work on for this next round.
And worthy of note, possession time about equal between these two teams at 240 and 246. Although shots taken does favor Ignite 9-5, so it shows Ignite able to capitalize more on their opportunities. So now Speedy V does get the win on that joust in this game too. Does kind of dumps it down to the blue zone. Ignite not quite ready to receive that. So QL now with the disc does get the shot off the back cone. 4-2. Good shot there, QL Young.
There you go. And like I was actually kind of expecting there, it looks like Illuminaughty has finally kind of hitting that offensive strike where they're really, really trying a little bit harder. At the beginning of the last match, they seemed a little bit hesitant, and by the end of the match, they were very, very strong. So here they are starting out the second match very strong.
So now, Ignite with the joust advantage. VTS King taking this disc, rolling out a little bit, get the pass to right to Duel. Duel getting deep down to far, trying to take a dangerous shot there on the goalie as QL does get that save and is able to dump it all the way back down in the blue zone. Now with, I believe that is Ender, but doesn't even need to touch the disc as that clear goes in for a 67-meter three.
That's right. QL Young for the 3-point long shot right there. Ender was just there to watch it and make sure that it got there safely. He was just the security.
So now Illuminaughty up by 5 with still just under 9 minutes to go. VTS takes that disc, pass to right tube to Wolf, back to VTS. VTS looking for his pass options, goes deep down to Far. Far is somebody he does like to on those offensive formations go really deep into the offensive zone, and it does seem to work a little bit here, but then picked up by Ender. Ender trying to get that one out, doesn't quite, but then picks up his own rebound, able to send it down to the blue zone, and now we have a race for it. QL Young does pick it up, but sent out by Wolf, picked up by VTS, who gets the pass over to Duel. So Duel now looking for the pass opportunity for Far, but Far not able to get into his vision. So a bit of a dump there as Far and QL Young fight for it. QL does get the slap over to the far side there. VTS is able to pick that one up, going for another Far pass over to Wolf on the near side wall. Wolf looking for Far on that far side wall, but VTS able to pick it up, give it to Duel. What a save there by Suburban Legend.
Wow, that is his second save, it looks like, of this match so far. He's doing a great job playing defense.
And that was a nice shot attempt there by, I believe, might have been QL Young, might have been Ender, I'm not sure, but then intercepted by, I believe that was VTS. I got to do better about keeping track of who is who. But now Far with the disc in this pocket area, getting the cross pass to VTS right about mid. VTS now moving in relatively unchallenged. Does have a man in front. Gets looking for the cross pass to Duel, but what a read there by Ender as he comes out to intercept that. And QL getting the clear and the boost from Illuminaughty. Will they be able to convert this? They do for 3 from Speedy V. What a shot! Going up 8-0 with 7 minutes remaining.
That was incredible shot right there. Speedy with Illuminaughty. I mean, what they did right there, not only was it playing great defense, but they were holding their composure the entire time. And as always, they had the position right there to put themselves right inside for a goal.
And for those of you just joining us, this is a must-win situation for Ignite if they want to take that number 4 spot away from Kang as they come in down by 8, but still up by 1 in the series so far. This is game 2, 6 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Wolf looking for that deep pass to Far, but intercepted by Burbs. Burbs going to send that one deep down into the blue zone, into the blue bubble, and they are quick enough to recover on that one and put in another 2 to go up 10-0 now with just over 6.
Yeah, we've seen quite a difference right here from the first and the second game, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fire and the momentum that they took with them at the end of that second game. They really wanted to come back and were unfortunate to do so, so they made sure that they heard themselves in this one.
So now Ignite again with that joust advantage. VTS looking for Wolf in that right tube. Back pass of VTS going back to Wolf. Wolf looking for the cross pass to Duel, but gets stolen by Ender. Ender looking for that boop shot. Who's the namesake in the chat here. Boop getting the shout out. Oh, excuse me. As a pass up to Speedy. Speedy looking for Burbs as he's crossing in. Burbs looking for QL, and QL able to get that in on the stunned goalie to go up to 12.
Yeah, Ignite has to be asking themselves what is going on at this point, because this isn't how they normally play. They are a team that, of course, wants to be competitive, and they want to be right up there with these guys. So they're going to be having to turn around this game, and they have to be doing something different with the way that they're playing to do so.
And Ignite probably as surprised as you are with how this game is currently running. Already 12-0 with still over 5 minutes, over half this round left to go. And so a far side passer to looks like to nobody, maybe was meant for Duel. And so it's taken now by Ender. Ender looking for maybe a mail slot, doesn't quite connect on it, but Burbs gets there quick enough. Doesn't take the shot though. Not sure what Burbs was thinking in that situation. So we do see a clear attempt from Ignite, but now Ender trying to track that one down, doesn't quite. Burbs picks that one up, goes for maybe a little Angel, and then again on that near side wall. I believe that was Speedy trying to an Angel himself. Lost control of the disc, but Ender picks it up, going back to QL. QL going up to Speedy. Speedy on that near side bubble, back past the Burbs. Maybe trying to make a little bit of space, trying to pull the defense out. Don't need to pass up to Ender. It doesn't connect on it, but then QL Young picks up that errant pass that puts it in for another 2 to go up by 14.
Wow, and yeah, this game is certainly not what I expected at all. I have to say, very, very, great gameplay here by Illuminaughty. They've been just doing everything right, and although Ignite has been trying very hard, they haven't been playing that bad. They just have not been playing up to the level that Illuminaughty is so far in this match.
So VTS again looking for that pass the right tube to Wolf. Wolf looking for the cross to, I believe that was Far there. Doesn't quite connect, or excuse me, probably Duel. Doesn't connect on it. And so Illuminaughty, another dump into the zone, another pickup, and another 2 to go up to 16. Now only 4 points away from a Mercy in round 2.
Yeah, there has got to be some head shaking there on their team. They've got to find out what they're doing wrong here, because every single time they grab the disc, it seems like the possession is turned around within the first few seconds. They've got to hold the disc longer. They need more control, and they've got to be using a little bit more teamwork to do that.
Absolutely. Now VTS looking for that left tube, trying to go back pass. Ender intercepts, almost getting that 3, dings it off the post, and now Duel able to pick that one up. Slap back, picked up by Wolf. Wolf able to get the clear. Not quite though, as QL is waiting in that left tube to pick that one up. Now getting the pass out to Burbs. Burbs looking deep down to Speedy. Speedy now with the disc. Going cross pass through cutting QL with the goalie coming out to challenge him. He's able to put another one in for 2, going up 18 now. Illuminaughty only 1 goal away from winning game 2 in a situation where Ignite is in a must win.
Yeah, and at this point, with 3 minutes left in the game, we know that Ignite just wants to look forward to this last game, this round 3, of course. But even so, this isn't just a matter of waiting out the clock. They need to be, doing better to make sure that Illuminaughty has to fear them for the next game. You have to have a little bit of that composure to make sure that the team is ready for the next match.
So VTS was able to draw the defense out a little bit. So they got a nice little pass sequence here as they move in. Far going, looking for that shot, doesn't connect on it. So now the disc is loose on that near side pyramid. And now picked up by Duel, going across to VTS. VTS stunned out by Speedy, stolen by Speedy, who gets it back past Ender, who does get the clear out. And as we've seen so far, this does bode well for Illuminaughty as they've been able to connect on these. But now Far was able to get there first. So Far opting to clear it as well. Does get it past the defense, but now it's stuck a little bit there on the far side pocket there in the ceiling.
Yeah, 2 great back-to-back clears from H team. This match started out at the very beginning with a lot of passes going back and forth, a lot of middle gameplay with the disc seemingly going back and forth. And then, of course, we went on a scoring spree, and here we are back to where we were at the beginning of the match with it going back and forth again. So it does seem like they are still pushing back, they are still fighting, and it's great to see Ignite giving it their all.
Now the disc taken by Ender on this near side wall, back past the QL. QL moving up to Suburban Legend. Burbs just dumping it all the way down into the blue bubble there. That has been very effective for them so far in this game too. Now Wolf under pressure there from Illuminaughty, looking for a pass, a little bit errant. VTS picks it up, looking for Far, but Far's moving ahead, and so isn't there to receive that pass. QL Young picks it up, gets the pass out to, I didn't quite catch who that was, but now Speedy going up to Ender, and Ender trying to get it back to Speedy, but doesn't connect on it. And so now, big, little bit of a stun, some stuns going out there. Duel does pick that one up, able to dump it back into the Illuminaughty end as Wolf trying to connect on that and doesn't quite. Now able to pick that one up, going for the back pass to Far.
Yeah, here we are with 1 minute left in the game and 18-0. So it looks like it's just going to be a little bit of a scrimmage here for the ending finale. But I do know Ignite is going to try to score, and there they go. 2 points on the board. Good for them. It was not a blowout, and I'm sure that they're very happy to have seen the score at least go 2 points in their favor.
And at the very least, maybe that could be the start of the turning around of this the momentum in this game. Obviously, won't have much of an impact on this game too, but maybe Ignite's able to carry that one over into game 3. But we still have 30 seconds remaining here. Now, Speedy with the disc goes right tube to Burbs. Burbs now looking for QL. Young does connect with him. QL looking for Ender, cutting in towards that bubble, but bounces off of that bow tie there at mid. So now a brawl for the disc. Some slaps going out. Duel is there to pick that one up, looking for the back pass to far, but then intercepted. Now Ender with the disc, trying to get that one in, picked up by VTS. Now with only 5 seconds remaining, VTS just going to dump that one out to prevent any more goals from going in. And it will be round 2 to Illuminaughty going 1-1. We're going to have a game 3.
Yeah, I mean, they had full control the entire game. No doubt the score obviously was hugely in their favor. But I do think it does go to show Ignite fighting the entire time, not giving up, and allowing themselves to at least score 2 points at the end is very important. As we all know, momentum plays huge in sports, and this is no doubt going to help them more so had they not come up with anything. So I think Game 3 is going to be a match where they recoup, and we're going to see a different Ignite come out here, maybe closer to Game 1. We'll see for ourselves here in just a few minutes.
Yeah, really excited to see how this matchup plays out. Now, despite that score, possession time still close to equal, 544 to 6 in favor of Ignite. But then looking at shots taken, you do have favored to Illuminaughty coming in 19 and 12. But then looking at the individual player stats, 15 points to QL Young, 10 points to Speedy V. That is absolutely massive. Then in that game too, Ignite is able to pick up some saves in that one. 2 to Wolf, 1 to Duel, and 1 to VTS King.
Yeah, and I mean, it doesn't, I really, like looking at the stats, I feel like it doesn't even reflect exactly what I saw with my own eyes, because both teams seem to be actually fighting each other for the disc almost equally. It's just the big difference there was every single time Illuminaughty shot, they were actually getting points, they were getting the goal, and a lot of that had to do with the position that they were in, and of course the momentum that they had once they had the goals.
So now we will go into this game 3 that matters in a must-win situation for Ignite. And looks like Illuminaughty overshot that a little bit. So far does get it. Maybe a bit of a what shot. Ooh, and Duel does ding off the post, but Duel able to put that one in for the 2.
Yeah, almost a 3-pointer right there for him, but regardless, they got the security guy there, making sure that we got that alley-oop in there for 2 points.
Far channeling a little bit of Zach W, intentional or not, almost gets that one in from the joust. But still, 2 points to Ignite to start this one. First blood, big goal for them. As now Speedy looking for, I believe that was Burbs in the right tube, doesn't connect, but Ender there able to pick that one up. Duel now pressuring Ender. Ender does get that pass to QL. QL does get the shot on goal as the goalie was stunned out. Big 2 points there for Illuminaughty.
Yeah, Speedy came right through there. It looks like he just got him right there in the face. And that's all you need. If you got somebody there watching that defender, it makes it impossible for them to stop you from scoring once they're stunned.
And so now with still 9 minutes remaining in this game, it is tied up. So VTS King with this disc going to left tube there to Duel. Duel looking for Far downfield. Does connect. Far now maybe goes for the back pass to Wolf. Wolf taking his time, hoping to make some space. Does have Duel unchallenged on that. I'm forgetting the name of blocks, which is lagging me behind. So shot attempt bounces back. VTS up, pass up to Wolf. But what a save there by QL Young, who's able to dump it down to the blue.
Yeah, I really haven't seen anybody quite like Illuminaughty playing defense when it comes to these guys. They are very, very good at going back and forth and making sure to get the disc out of their area pretty darn quickly. And yeah, there we go. Illuminaughty with 2 points on the board. 2 more points on the board. And a little bit of ding in his face right there. I mean, I don't know what to say about that other than he was just trying to make a point, I think.
And Burbs dinging it off that goalpost, but I could say from what I heard right after it, his own teammates not very happy about the dings. But now VTS King with the pass out to Wolf in the right tube. Wolf just walking with that disc, going down to Far deep in. Far looking for that cross pass, maybe looking for something to happen here. Goes back pass to Wolf, trying to draw that defense out a little bit, opting for the back pass to reset back there to VTS. Now VTS does get the defender to move out to him, so he does move that disc back up to Wolf. Wolf now going to Far, is sitting unchallenged on that left shoulder, is able to bring it in for 2.
Yeah, I'm actually so excited to see them actually put those points on the board right there. I thought 2 goals in a row or 2 possessions in a row, they kind of got up there next to the goal, and rather than going for it initially, they kind of sat back and tried to get in position, which unfortunately didn't work for them the first time. Luckily, it did for the second.
And so now Speedy with a pass out to QL. QL going deep here. Maybe looking for Ender, doesn't connect on it, so we'll bounce a little bit. Burbs there to pick it up, slapping it up to Ender. Ender now driving in on goal and does get the disc by a defender and a goalie. Good for 2 to go up 6-4.
Yeah, back and forth they're going right now, but it still is much different than we saw in the second match there. Much more closer to the first match where they're kind of eyeing each other and keeping track of the points back and forth. I do think that playing defense really, has a lot to do with keeping their scores even. And as long as Ignite is able to stop Illuminaughty from scoring a few of these, the match is going to be very, very close.
So now Ignite trying to get those passes out through mid, don't quite connect on it. So now QL Young does pick that one up, pass over to Speedy. Speedy now just trying to make some room, take some time for his teammates to get downfield, and they do. Enter now with the disc, has an empty goal, and is able to put that one in for 3 to go up by 5 with 6 remaining.
Yeah, wow. When Speedy threw that, it kind of looked like he was just trying to clear it and get rid of it, which I do believe he was, but it kind of turned into a pass because that was just great positioning right there by his teammate. Ender was in the perfect place at the right time to get that goal in there.
Yeah, what a nice shot there by Ender. Just takes his time, make sure he lines that shot up good. VTS coming out, maybe a little bit of lag, pass out to Duel. Duel back to VTS. VTS going far side to Wolf. Wolf now, relatively unchallenged. He's going to take his time and not take any unnecessary chances. Going far side to Duel, doesn't connect on it, so that will be picked up by Suburban Legend. Burbs trying to clear it out, but VTS ready for that. Does pick that one off. He goes cross near side to Wolf. Wolf now looking for a pass, does get it to far, is able to put that one in for 2 to bring it within 3.
Yeah, incredible. I was wondering if they were going to see him hiding back there. He only had one guy kind of taking an eye on him, and luckily that position worked out for him right there in the end. 2 points is all they got, but that's all they needed. One shot behind, 1 3-pointer behind. All right, let's go Ignite if you need to come back.
So now Speedy with the disc goes past the left tube to QL. QL looking for Burbs down at the center area. There's Burbs going up to Ender. Ender now moving in, does have a man challenge. A little bit of a duck there. Good juke, gets passed off to Burbs. Burbs stunned out by Wolf. So now that disc is loose. A little bit of a fight for it. VTS does pick it up off to that back pass, but intercepted by QL. Or I'm sorry, not intercepted. That was a pass. Now I'm confusing my colors here. Now Speedy passing it up to Ender. Ender getting far side pass to Suburban. Suburban looking for QL Young behind the goal, but VTS comes out to intercept that one and send it all the way back down into Illuminaughty's end. It is loose, so we will see a race here.
Illuminaughty was in the position to stop that the first time, but after they got that in the goal through the second time, of course, their position was compromised. So here we go back in their area, but they're so quick to turn it around. I mean, the disc is only sitting in their area for literally seconds at a time before here they are back in Ignite's area. I mean, they just love playing that offensive position, and it seems like that's probably one of the most beneficial things to them is keeping it over here, keeping the pressure on, and keeping Ignite, in a defensive position.
Oh, it's Burbs sending that one in. Does have a man waiting for it in goal. Ender able to grab that one out of the air. I believe it was going wide anyways. So Ender not taking any points away from his own team, putting that one in for 2. He got by 5 with now only 3.5 minutes remaining. Ignite under a lot of pressure here to get this win. So now VTS here with the disc goes pass out to left tube. Wolf goes cross pass to Duel. Duel going back to Wolf. A little give and go there. Wolf looking for Far downfield. Far does connect with it. Going back across to Duel. Duel coming in over the nest. Is he going to drive? No, he goes for the cutting. Wolf, who puts it in for 2 to bring it within 3.
Yeah, and I think that was a smart play to do right there, even though I think he could have gone for the 3 maybe a little early right there. Had he missed and had the turnover happened, it wouldn't have been in their favor. So just making sure to get those 2 points I think was very, very important. The best thing that they can do right now is, of course, maintain possession, be in the right position to hopefully get a 3 here in the next few minutes, a few seconds.
And so now Speedy taking that disc, goes quick pass to QL. QL going across the Suburban Legend. Burbs going back to Speedy. Speedy now with a little bit of room, does have a man encroaching on him, but goes back to Burbs as he comes out of his stun. Burbs, safe pass over to Ender, but Ender is assaulted by Far, so Far gets that steal, looking for a boop shot, doesn't quite connect with it. Now it's up in that shoulder area, picked up by Burbs. Burbs now taking his time, letting his team make some space, get some moves out, starting to move that formation up the field. He's able to walk it, so he does. Looking for QL Young on that left tube, doesn't connect with it, and bounces off that shield. Ignite able to collect it now. Far, sending it back into the orange zone, all the way down. Are we going to see a race?
Oh.
Not a quick one.
We got a little bit close there, almost for a goal shot.
Now Duel going to VTS behind the goal. Oh, dinging it off the post. Maybe off the head, off the 5 head, but I believe that was off the post. QL able to slap that one down back into Ignite zone. And so another race. No chains coming in at the moment, but we do have a chain. All right, chain does get down. VTS still going for the shot. Nonetheless, doesn't connect with the goal. Regardless, Safar picking that one up, looking to pass that one up to Duel. Duel able to get that one out before he's stunned. Burbs trying to pick that one up. Wolf got the stun on him, goes for the shot, but QL there, but then a big steal by Far coming in. Oh, and what a slam dunk by Far as it comes in and underneath to hook that one in for 2 to come within 1.
Wow, that was so exciting to watch. I mean, they was going back and forth, and by the end of that, I just can't believe he did it with an upside down, looks like an over the back of the shoulder shot. Very, very cool.
So
1 point game right now.
As you said, a 1-point game in this must-win situation for Ignite with only a minute remaining. Illuminaughty moving this downfield quickly. Now Ender with it has all the time he needs for his team to get into position. Suburban Legend coming in near the ceiling, goes back to Ender. Ender coming in on the goal and does get the goal on the stunned goalie for 2 to take it up to 13-10. Up by 3 with just about a half minute left.
That's right. Illuminaughty's been playing so hard, and of course, this is their second match in a row, so they are, playing off of a lot of adrenaline, and they've been doing the best that they can. And here we are with 3 points to go, a 3-point match. This is going to be incredible. They have the possession, and they've got an opportunity here to change.
It's BTS. 30 seconds to go. Wolf trying to get the cross pass to Duel, but intercepted by Ender. But a lot of stuns going on here, but Ender is able to come away with that disc, bouncing it down into the blue zone. Ooh, and very close to the goal there. Now Ignite able to re-grab, get to that one, but the clear intercepted by Ender. Ender bringing it in to ice this game. What a win here for Illuminaughty, and what a heartbreak moment for Ignite.
Wow. All I can say, that is insane. I mean, Ignite was fighting so hard the entire match, but all they needed for that 3-pointer, and unfortunately, they weren't able to actually have control. Illuminaughty was so good at getting the disc out of their area so quickly and keeping control almost throughout the entire match. And there at the end, they just showed us what they were made of.
And so with that, it will be Illuminaughty 2-1 in this series. Looking down the team stats here, QL Young probably picking up that MVP with 17 points, 2 assists, 5 saves. Ender as well with 14 points, 1 assist. Speedy, 10 points, 2 assists. And of course, Burbs there, 2 points, 8 assists, and 3 saves. Big performance here by Illuminaughty. And then Far with the 14 points, the team high in this series. Wolf with 9, Duel with 4. VTS pulling up that back line. You know, he's their quarterback. He's got some steals, some staves. And then just going over to team stats, possession right about equal, but then you look at shots taken, Illuminaughty able to capitalize a bit more than Ignite was able to, coming in 30-22 on the shots, 13-9 on the assists, and even picking up the saves there 8-7.
Yeah, and there it shows 3 steals for Ignite and no steals for, Illuminaughty, and regardless, it didn't matter because you can take the disc as many times as you want. If you don't convert those shots into goals, it doesn't really matter. So at the end of the day, even though they had a great matchup, I think the actual, when they were going for the disc, the control and the amount of fighting they were doing back and forth, I felt was actually very, very evenly matched. It just, when it came to actually shooting the disc and getting into that little red zone, for the actual goal, Illuminaughty was doing so much better right there with converting those and making sure the shots counted.
And so coming out of this one, looking at the standings, it is possible that with this win, Illuminaughty could take the second place over Joker. I wouldn't expect it to happen. I believe Joker's rounded 1270 is a strong 1270, that being between 1270 and 1274. Excuse me. So Illuminaughty does maintain their spot in this, and unfortunately, it looks like Ignite that might be it. They do have another game here tonight against Spaghetti, but regardless of the outcome of that, don't believe they're going to be able to take that number 4 spot from Kang. So now it is up to Orbit. Orbit coming into their game tonight is as well in a must-win situation, and that's against. Just gonna have to check again here. Orbit versus Flare, and that's happening at 8 o'clock Central. So Orbit, if Orbit takes a win in that game, Orbit could be the team to take that 4 spot from Kang. But of course, if Orbit doesn't win, I don't believe that would be enough for Spaghetti to come up. So Kang now is going to be looking for Orbit to lose that game for Kang to keep their spot. So now it is the contention between Kang and Orbit for that last available spot for the final series tomorrow.
Yeah, and as you said, I mean, it's really going to be an interesting night here. We've got a few different games to go before the night is over, so be sure to keep coming back and keep checking up with us on the updates. It's certainly something that I'm excited to see, and all these players have been trying so hard and practicing, so certainly it's worth their time and attention. And of course, I myself am happy to be here with you guys and to learn as this stuff is going on, because I've been out of it a little bit. I mean, I'm learning almost every single night a lot about some of these players that I've never even met before, so it's been just a great little journey.
And Lanzin asking if Ignite wins their next game and Orbit loses the next, could Ignite take that 4th? I do not believe that would be enough for Ignite to take that spot away from Kang. I believe if both teams if both teams lose their respective, if Orbit loses their next game, I believe it's going to be Kang regardless. So Orbit is really the only other team left who's in the running to take that spot away from Kang. So we'll be up to Orbit on what happens to Kang. So lots of pressure on Orbit as they go into their game here later on against Flare. As I said, that's coming up at 8 o'clock Central. At the same time, we do have that challenge between Ignite and Spaghetti, also at 8 o'clock Central. Then after that, we do have Respawn and More Spores at 8:30, and then Atlas and Instinct at 9. These are all Central Times. Now, Atlas and Instinct, I haven't got confirmation from both teams just yet, but they might be pushing the game back just a little bit so we can have both Respawn versus More Sports and Atlas, Megacorp, and Instinct on the same channel here. But we're going to have to wait and see exactly how that all plays out. But yeah, just so I guess that'll end it for us here in this one. Illuminaughty versus Ignite. Again, heartbreaking moment for Ignite. Well played by both of these teams. But that will do it for us here in the caster booth. As I said, I have been SirDimwi, joined by RealityCheckVR with Palidore on the cameras. You all have a good evening, and we'll see you again in just an hour or so.
Take care.